Hi, so this presentation I'm gonna talk about four writers from three literary movements. So let's get started. The first writer I'm gonna talk about is Jean de La Fontaine. So he was the most important fabulist in France, and his works are generally very comic, but are serious at the same time. And they always end with a very simple moral message. One of his very famous poems is called Cicada and the Ant. So in this poem, it he tries to teach us that it's very important to be diligent and plan for the future and not be very late instead of being very lazy and since idleness leads to hunger, and always good things comes to those who work hard. And the second example is the wolf and the lamb. So I think this poem reviews the reality of the society. Um, that it tells people that the unjust won't listen to the reasoning of the innocent, and they just do whatever they want. Yeah. So I like his poem really much, very much, because I think his poems are very educated, and he uses many animal symbols in his poem, and so it helps people to understand. Yeah, it's very easy to understand, especially for kids. Yeah, and I always can learn many morals from his poem. Yeah, so that's why I like him. Um, and the second person I'm gonna talk about is William Wordsworth. So he is a writer from Romanticism, and in his poem, lines composed a few miles above Tintern Abbey. So he retreats from society and to seek refuge in nature, and he overcomes feeling of negativity when he is in the nature. He considers nature as an inspiration, and he feels rejuvenated by it. You know, so in this poem, he uses many lines to describe the beautifulness of landscapes and express his feelings of relaxation in nature. Yeah. So so I like him, and I like his poems because his affection toward nature really resonates with me because personally speaking, after a long busy day, I walked into nature and I feel rejuvenated as well because I love nature too, and I feel like nature can relieve my stress. And so every time when I see those green trees, those beautiful flowers, I would just feel energized and then start working again. Yeah. So that's why I like him very much. And then Percy Shelley. So he like Wordsworth, he loves nature as well. In his poem "Ode to the West Wind," he uses west wing to he imagines to use the west wing to blow away past years and happiness and brings the force of rejuvenation and rebirth. So so my favorite line in his poem is if winter comes, can spring be far behind? Yeah, I think this line is very beautiful um, because it conveys a message that we need to look forward to the future and expect very positive change. Yeah. So his poem is very inspiring, and that's why I like him as well. And every time I feel like very done, I would read like his poems. Yeah. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? It just gives me um a sense of like it gives me energy and help me feel energized and start to move on. Yeah. And the next next poem I'm gonna talk about is Charles Baudelaire. So we learned his poems last week, and we know that his poem mixed realism and symbolism together. And one of his poems is called Carcass, and I like this poem very much because he uses many detailed description um, of the corpse. So he makes very disgusting and very kind of disgusting scene, and then connects with his lover and conveys to people that it's no matter how beautiful we're just gonna be like rotten into very disgusting and stinky corpse one day, like the corpse he was describing. So and that's human condition. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting, but at the same time he makes connection with his lover, and that's why I like him, because I think he just very innovative to make this kind of connection. And yeah, so that's why I like him. Yeah, and I hope to see like his more poems in the future. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. That's for poets. Yeah, thank you.